Okay, so today I'm gonna be talking about how to charge your clients as a freelancer and also how to price yourself as a freelancer, because those are two actual different things, even though they sound similar. So I'm gonna explain a little bit what I mean by those two. But yeah, I'm a photographer and a videographer, and I'm gonna be talking about photography and videography, but if you're like a writer, illustrator, designer, graphic designer, this video will apply to you, okay? So you're probably watching this because you're either just about to start off as a freelancer, or you've just started out, or you have been in the game for like a year or two and you've still not figured out how to charge your clients and how to price yourself. So I've been in this game for about 5-6 years, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I have just figured out now how to do this thing. I've taken information from pretty much everyone that I've worked with, and I'm like, okay, so now I kind of pretty much know exactly how to do it. So I'm going to be sharing all this information with whoever needs it. Let's get started. First and foremost, we're gonna be talking about how to charge your client. There are 3 different types of ways to charge your client. There is an hourly rate, I almost forgot what I was gonna say, then there's a daily rate, and then there's a project as a whole rate, which is something that I do quite a lot because it's just a lot easier for me to charge like that. But basically, let's say Mercedes come to you and you're like a designer and they're like, right, we want you to design this. All right, you're gonna say, okay, well, I'm gonna charge you 50 pounds per hour. To be honest, I think if they came to me, I'd charge per hour as well. But you charge per hour, so you'd say, this is gonna take me 7 days to do. I'm going to charge you 50 pounds an hour. I'm gonna work on this for 7 hours a day, right? For 7 straight days. So then you're going to add it all up, and then you're gonna give it to them, and you're gonna say, this is how much it's going to cost. Second is a weekly rate, a daily rate. A lot of filmmakers do this because they usually tend to work on like an advert for 2, 3, 4 days. So a cinematographer will say, okay, my daily rate is 500 pounds. And this actually, people have asked me this as well. So they'll say, right, I'm gonna charge you 500 pounds per day. So we're gonna work on this for 4 days. So 1,500. So it's gonna be 2,000 pounds for 4 days work. Here you go. The third one is a project based. Now this works really well if like the project is super low budget. Let's say like a rapper comes to you and says, okay man, so I've got a music video. Honestly, this is coming out of my own pocket. How much do you charge? So I'm gonna say to them, okay, what I'm going to do is, because I really wanna do this project with you, I'm going to charge you 500 pounds, and that will be for filming, and that's basically for everything, right? The entire project is going to cost 500 pounds in my pocket. That's how I do it. But a few times I have charged clients per day and per hour. It really just depends on what the client is like and how much they can pay you and how they work as well. Now let's go on to how to price yourself, because to be honest, this is the one that has taken me a long time to figure out, and will probably take you guys quite a while to figure out as well. But I have narrowed it down to 4 different types of ways to price yourself. I'm gonna look at my phone, check my notes, and then we're gonna get on with the video. This is the way I started pricing myself when I first started out, and I call this the random fee pricing strategy, okay? So you're just gonna pick a number from like the air, and you're gonna say, okay, this is how much I'm gonna charge. So when I started out doing like rap videos, like in the streets and stuff, I would charge like $120 per video, because that's basically in my pocket. We don't have to rent lighting, we don't have to rent like premises or any of that kind of stuff. It's like, right dude, you want this like street video, $120 in my pocket, that's how much I charge, thank you very much. Once again, extremely just random. So like, I said to myself, okay, this is how much I feel like my services are worth, so let's just charge that. So setting a random fee strategy. Okay, so the next one is the one that I introduced like 2 years after doing like the random fee pricing strategy thing, and this is basically doing like a lot of investigative work, okay? So this is called the price matching price strategy. So I would look up like production companies in my local area. I'd find out how much they charge for like, so for example, there's a local production company here who do the type of videos that I do, but they've got like 6 people like as the crew, you know, and I'm just like a one-man band, but the stuff that they're producing, I can produce as well. So for example, if they do like a 1-minute advert, they charge 1,000 pounds. I say to myself, okay, well, I can do that by myself. So I'm gonna charge 1,000 pounds as well. So their website actually, they have different types of like, basically it's like 1,000 pound videos, 5,000 pound videos, 10,000 pound videos. So I just looked at the 1,000 pound one and I'm like, all right, that's the kind of stuff that I do. So I'm gonna charge that as well. Although a couple of their 10,000 pound videos, is like, I can produce that as well, you know what I mean? So it just keeps me in check. I know what like my competition are pricing themselves at, and then I'm just gonna do the exact same thing. So that is what I like to call price matching, price strategy. So the next one, I've heard a few people do this, and it is asking the client what their budget is and then setting your fee according to that. So like if, you know, like a restaurant comes to you and says, look, we've got 10,000 pounds, how much are you gonna charge? So then you say to yourself, okay, so this is how much work I'm going to have to do. So blah, 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 plus, minus, subtract, yep, no, okay, it's gonna cost this much. And then you set your fee according to that. So like a lot of people will say, right, my fee for anything will be 500, 1,000 pounds, 200 pounds, 300 pounds. So no matter what the budget number is, their price is always going to be the same, right? But what a few people do is once they get the budget, they'll look at the budget and then they'll say, okay, because I'm gonna have to do this amount of work, or maybe it's like, well, they've got deeper pockets, so I can actually ask for more, which is fine. This is how much I'm going to charge. So I like to call that the finding out what the budget is and then setting your fee price strategy, okay? The fourth one is something that a lot of top tier freelancers do, mostly in like photography, well, videography actually, like cinematography and directing and stuff, is whatever the hell the budget of the project is, they take a percentage of that. Now, I know a lot of directors will take like 10% of what the budget is. So if the budget is like 10 grand, they'll take 10% of that, which my math is terrible, I think is 1,000 pounds. So if it's like 100,000 pounds, then whatever 10% of that is how much you're going to take. Now, this works very well if it's a big production, because you're gonna walk away with quite a lot of money. But I'm not in that, that kind of clique just yet. Fingers crossed though. But I think once I do that, then I'm either going to set my rates higher, or I'm just gonna do like percentage based. But in my personal opinion, and from what I have I guess experienced, that is how people price themselves. Now, a few companies have come to me and said, this is mostly like within the broadcasting clique, they'll say, these are our daily rates for videographers, so can you work to this? If not, that's cool, we'll find somebody else. So then you basically just have to say, yep, cool, I can work with that, because it is money in your pockets at the end of the day. Like, what I don't like to do is if someone comes to me and says, look, I wanna do this, but I only have 500 pounds and your fee is like 800 pounds, I don't like to say no to that, because it's money in my pockets, because 500 is better than 0. And it just means another piece of work in my portfolio, you know? And you never know what that piece of work is going to take you to. So yeah, that is how to price yourself as a freelancer, and also how to charge your clients as a freelancer. If there are other ways to do it, let me know down in the comment section below. It'd be very, very, very much appreciated. Peace.